Alright, and hello everyone, it is me, Jay Burns, and in this video I'm going to be doing just a quick little template showcase video, and the template I'll be showing you all is this one here, and this is my tombstone letters template slash font thing. So this is mainly like a font. This isn't actually a bracelet you would go through and make all of the letters all the letters here on this template. So I do have all the letters of the English alphabet, which is here I have A through G, here I have H through M, here I have N through S, and then the last letters, which is T through Z. So let me put these all back up. Alright, so how you would go about making this design is made for the Alpha Loom because it is on the grid Alpha Loom template, 7 rows over here. What you would do is, instead of going through the entire template, so the 1 through 9 and then all these little number signs here, what you would do is just find the letter that you want to make, and then you would just go through the little columns here at the top and you would complete it however way you would complete it. So there are 3 different things you can do to make this template, or to make the bracelet, or whatever you want to make with this. So one way is you can go online, you're already online, but you can go to this website that I'll have linked down in the description. It'll have all 4 of the templates, and you can just download and print them on your computer or whatever device you're using that can download and print stuff. And another way, there's 2 other ways, but they're pretty much the same thing. One of them is you can, if you have a phone or some device that you can take a screenshot on, I'll go through each of the templates that I have here, and then you can just use the pause button and take a screenshot of your screen with the templates all big and stuff. And then what you can do then is you can, so once you've taken a screenshot, you can go through your pictures and have the templates there, including all this other stuff. But you'll have the templates there, and then you'll just find the letters you need to make. And what you'll do for that is, here, let me explain the third way. So the third way is you would just simply use the pause button. If you can't take a screenshot, you just use the pause button on the templates when I have the templates shown on the screen, and then you would just figure out which letters you need, and you might end up having to jump back and forth through the video. So yeah, but anyway, I can't really do much about that. So, or you can go online to the website and you can still see the templates, but you won't be able to print them, and you can do it that way. Alright, but anyway, so most of these tombstones here are 6 columns wide, so there's 6 of these squares wide. Some of them are 5, and a few of them are, or I think just one is 7. So the letter I is just 5, the letter L is 5, and then I think the letter M here is the only one that's 7, but I'll check. Nope. So is the letter W, and then the letter T is 5. But all the rest of them are 6. Oh, and then X and Y. And yeah, so whichever method you're going to be using, you're probably going to want to be able to keep track of what column you're in. So what you can do to do that is, if you can't go online, or if you can't download and print a template, what you can do is you can make tally marks. And as you can see here, I have an example of what tally marks look like. And what you would do is, whenever you complete a column, so you're at this part of the template, and so the letter C here, it is 6 wide, so you'd be going through these 6 here. And what you do is, every time you've placed the rubber bands you need for that column, you would make a tally mark that looks something like this, just a little line. Then you would go through and place the bands you need for the second column, then the third column, then the fourth column. And then as you can see here on the example, this fifth line is a slash going through the first four. So whenever you go through column 5, you'll put a slash going through the first four, and it will just represent that you've placed the bands you need for column 5. And this is so it's easier for you to keep count of how far you are into the design. Alright, now if you're able to download and print the templates, what you would do is you would get a pencil. So you get a pencil, and whenever you finished placing the bands you need for a certain column, so say you finished column 1, what you do is you put a slash mark going through that number, just the number, not the entire column. There we go, that's better. And that would show you've placed the bands you need for column 1. Then you would move on to the next column, put a slash going through there, and it would just be that number on top. And if you end up with the number symbol on top with your template, then you would just cross out that if that was there on top instead. So if you don't have a template in front of you that you can write on, then you would use a scrap piece of paper and put tally marks on it. And if you do have a template that you can write on and is in front of you, then you would take a pencil and just cross out the numbers on top to show that you finished a certain column. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead through all the templates now. So I'm going to go through to the end, and then I'm going to go backwards. So for everybody who needs to use the pause button, go ahead. Right, gonna go back through. Alright, so if you needed to use the pause button and get your screenshots, or if you need to look at a template, then that was me going through there. And also, just a quick note, make sure when you finish one of your tombstones with one of your letters in it, make sure you put a space in between each of the letters, because your bracelet will end up looking weird if you don't put a space of rubber bands in the middle. So what I'm trying to say is you go through the columns you need to make the tombstone with your letter in it. And then once you finish, you need to have one column, just one column of bands here. That would be like a background color. And then you would move on to your next letter. So which is these white squares here. So you will need 3 different colors to make this design, at least 3. And you'll also need connector bands. And this design, because there are letters that are round and then the tombstones are also round, alpha bands would probably look best with this. But if you have regular bands, what you can do is take the regular rubber band and make it into a cap band, and then use that rubber band on your Alpha Loom. And I can't really show you because I'm on the computer right now. But yeah, so those were just some little tips if you just had regular bands and are not sure what to make this with. Yeah, also if you use alpha bands, you can fit more letters on your bracelet if you're making one. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Sorry if this was a long video, but hopefully I went through everything I needed to go through. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say for this video, other than thanks for watching, and bye!